afternoon. This is Jazz. I'm a spiritual healer and teacher, and today we're going to talk about your third eye chakra and how you can tap into the wisdom of your third eye chakra so that you can have a business that really serves your highest good, where you feel that you're really the healer and the teacher that you know you are. And even if you're not a spiritual teacher or healer, you can still use your third eye chakra to have better intuition and learn how to make better decisions in your day-to-day life and in your business life. So let's talk about that for the next 15 minutes or so. If you have any questions, if something pops up for you, do write a comment in the write a comment below, and I'll get to it as soon as I see it. So when I talked to you on Monday, we talked about the third eye chakra and how it can show up in terms of ego resistance, or how some people have a really skewed vision of what the third eye chakra is and what intuition is. So remember that the third eye chakra is not just about opening up and having all your psychic senses really being like a supernova, and then you start seeing everything and you start hearing everything, and it can be very ungrounding and not balancing. So a lot of people are really afraid to open up to their intuition. But opening the third eye chakra, remember, it's about balancing both sides of the brain. So you got the divine masculine, the divine feminine, you have your logic, and you have your creativity. I know we get. And so all of that together helps you make a whole lot of better decisions in your life when you're really balanced and grounded. And that's what intuition is. It informs your day-to-day decision. So it's not just about the woo-woo stuff. This is really practical. It's so that you can have a life that's inspired. So I'm going to read a few things, a few ways that this chakra can be deficient in energy. This is how it would feel like. So whether you're at work or in your day-to-day life, when you don't have enough energy in your third eye chakra, then it seems that you can't understand anything. You're unable to understand situations, especially something that defies logic. Like, it doesn't make sense, and therefore I don't believe in it. You cannot imagine yourself in the future. Like, if someone asks you, so, we have that every year when we work, when I work for the federal government, I'm sure with most of the jobs out there, you have that yearly review, and you're asked, well, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And if you can't imagine yourself in the future, if you can't imagine what it can be once you're healed, if there's something that really hurts you right now, then there's deficient energy in your third eye chakra, because your third eye helps you to project yourself in the future and see all the various possibilities. If you don't trust yourself, that's also a sign of deficient energy. And if you can't find solutions to your problems, that's also a sign of deficient energy. So if you're stuck in a spiral and you're just focusing on what hurts, you're just focusing on the pain, and you can't rise above it so that you can find the solution, then there's not enough energy in the third eye chakra. When you focus on your limitations rather than your possibilities, that's deficient energy. So think now of 3 more ways that deficient energy shows up for you in your life. If you want to, you can pop that below in the comments as well. So let's see now what excessive energy can feel like. That is when you have too much energy in your third eye chakra, and a lot of people are like that. You're just stuck in your head all the time, and you feel a whole lot more comfortable in your head, in your fantasy world, in your dreams. You always feel more comfortable in imagining what your life could look like, and you never follow with aligned action. It's like you deny everything that's 3D, you deny everything that's physical, you deny everything that is part of the 3D agreement that we're in, because, well, I'm a soul and this is how things should be as a soul. And when you have all those shoulds, yes, and right now we're in a 3D world. So if you just deny everything that's physical, you'd rather be in your head, that's too much energy in your third eye chakra. When you're prone to magical thinking, so those are the people that think, oh, I'll just meditate on this. or I'll just do a ritual on this, or I know that the universe is creating something for me, but you never take action. You never take responsibility for your own actions. You never make an effort. That is too much energy again in the third eye chakra. If you have that monkey brain syndrome, so if you cannot fall asleep, if you cannot focus on anything because it's just chatting all the time and the wheels are always rolling, that is, again, too much energy in the third eye chakra. When you go through life and you think that everything is a sign, everything is a symbol, everything is speaking to you all the time. So yes, and not everything is a sign for you. So if you don't know how to recognize what's a sign for you, what helps you make a better decision in your life, and what is a sign for someone else, that again is too much energy in the third eye chakra. When you don't have good personal boundaries because you're not cognizant that you have a physical body, so that you may be outside in public and all of a sudden you start acting out something with, perhaps you're seeing fairies, perhaps you're seeing angels, perhaps you're seeing all of these things, which is beautiful and wonderful. But at the same time, we need to have some boundaries. We need to be grounded with these skills. If you're not, you're just too much in the third eye chakra and not balanced. And frankly, that's why a whole lot of people are afraid of psychics. They're afraid of opening up to their intuition because they don't want to be like that, right? Can you see that a little bit in your life? So is there another way for you that this might show up in your life and biz? Are you too much in thinking about all the possibilities that your business can be, and not thinking enough of all the step by step that you need to take to arrive to reach your goal? So let me know where you're at. I'd love to know. So focusing a little bit more on the business now, this is how energy flow and how your ego voice can show up in your decision-making process in life and biz if you're not balanced in your third eye chakra. So that is when you're going to resist making plans. You're going to resist working in like our 3D calendar, because the universe has a mind of its own and the universe has a timing of its own. Yes, and we're also dealing with clients. We're also dealing with other humans, other embodied souls. So we kind of have to play with that sacred container of our bodies and the 3D world and the 3D calendar. So if you resist all of that, that's one way that the ego voice is going to show up. So if you rely only on magic, or if you create very logical reasons why you can't pay your bills, why you can't start a project, why you can't add a sour relationship, if you rationalize your emotions too much, your feelings, your dreams, those are all ways that the ego voice is going to play in your business. Or if you make excuses for not meditating, if you make excuses for not tapping into the wonderful world of intuition, if you make excuses for not visualizing your future, the ego, that's just the ego voice telling you that you got too much to do, you're just too busy, you don't have time, meditation is being something very useless. You know, that's just the ego voice. So you can choose whether you listen to that or whether you really tap into your divine self. So how does that resonate with you? I'd like to know. So those are all ways that your ego voice can really show up in your business, can really derail your business, because just imagine that for a moment, that you're a spiritual entrepreneur and you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your intuition. You don't trust your inner voice. How is that going to work for you moving forward? How is that going to work for you growing your business, knowing what training to take next, knowing how to best serve your clients? If you're an entrepreneur and you're only focused on the the lack, on the limitations, on the, oh my God, there's not enough money. Where am I going to get the next client? And then, you know, the monkey brain, the ego, the fear really takes over, and you never stop for a moment to breathe, to relax, to meditate, to ask yourself, what is it that I really want? What is really for my highest good? What is my dream? What is it that I can bring to the world? What is my gift? How can I share my gift? So how does that feel for you? How do you feel that really supports you or does not support you? So those are all ways that the ego voice at your third eye can really derail your business, keeping you way too busy, keeping you in your head, keeping you separate from your heart, separate from your emotions, or keeping you in a la-la land so that nothing really works, nothing really sticks. You can just roll out one program after another, but just nothing works because it's not grounded, so things cannot take root. For anything to manifest, you need to allow it to take root. That's how it works when we're embodied. So if you're always in la la land and reaching for the stars and reaching for the next thing, but never taking concrete action, no wonder you're not seeing the results that you want in your manifestation process. So of course I'm saying all of this with a whole lot of love, and you know that I'm saying all of this because there is a solution. You can learn to balance your third eye chakra. You can learn to make peace with your intuitive gifts. You can change your mindset and your thoughts and your beliefs about intuition so that you know that it's a treasure, so that you know that it's something very beautiful and wonderful that you can really rely on instead of being afraid of it. Let me know how that lands with you. And on Friday is the new moon in Aquarius, so it's going to be wonderful, wonderful energy. And on Friday, we're going to talk a little bit more on how that you can balance your third eye chakra. So things that you can do at home so that you can balance your third eye and have a better life, have more flow, have more joy, have more freedom in everything that you do in your relationships and in your business. So tune in on Friday for those tips and techniques. In the meantime, if you want to talk about your intuition with me, if you're ready to go deeper, book a one-on-one session with me. Let's talk about that. There's a free 30-minute complimentary session where we get to know each other. We get to know if we're a good match to work together so that you can really break that glass ceiling and open up your third eye chakra and all the wisdom that's already within you. So I'm here to help you remember your own wisdom that's already here. You only need to learn how to open that door, and I can show you the way. So until then, I'm giving you a big, big, big hug, and let's talk soon. Bye for now.